me Salean. I am from Rayong Tiga. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of David and Goliath. And this story is from the Holy Bible. It is from 1 Samuel 17. So, the story starts off with David, our main character. He was a shepherd, and he was the youngest of 8 brothers. And there was a weird war going on between the Israelians and the Philistines. So one day, the father was supposed to give his brothers more food. But then, the father got really sick and asked David to bring the food to the camp. And also, here's something that I want to mention. They only have wars in the day, but when it's the afternoon, they go back to retreat in their tents. And so David went to the tent, and he saw 3 of the brothers there. And then, he brought them food, but then one of them said, "Where's Father, David?" And then before David could even answer, one of the brothers was like, "He is trying to humiliate us. We're stuck here in the war, fighting and leading and everything else, and he just gets to sit in the field, just playing his instruments and with the sheep, play around with the sheep around the field." And David was like, "I understand that they're being a jerk right now, but it's fine. They're fighting in a war. Of course they're gonna be stressed." And so a giant, as over 9 feet tall, very huge, very huge, with 2 other Philistines guard next to him. And then he said, "Who dares to battle me today?" And so the brothers didn't even care about David. But then this young new soldier told everything about the tall, mighty giant and how his name was Goliath, and every single afternoon he comes and tries to duel every single one of the Israelites. And so Goliath said, "Which one of you wants to duel with me? Seriously, if you guys never ever wants to duel with me, I will pick one of you guys." And then David was thinking, "Oh God, that's awful. That's awful." And then so he went to the king's place. So David was like, "Your Majesty, I came here because my brother, one of your soldiers." And then the king was like, "And so?" And then David was like, "I'm here to battle, here to serve in the war and battle Goliath." And then the king's like, should I let him do it? But then he was very tempted of David, because David was very skinny. He didn't think David could fight, but since David was the only one who volunteered to do these things, of course he's gonna let him, because they were scared. So then tomorrow came, and then David was fitting for armor, but none of the armor fit him because he was skinny, and everyone in the team was like, very strong and fought. But then David was like, "It's no worries. God is my shield." So then he went to the nearest stream, and so he collected some, 5 rocks. And then when the day comes, battlefield with it, Goliath was there and then saw David, and he was like, "What is this? Am I a dog? I thought you guys were gonna give me your strongest soldier, and you give me this piece of stick." David was like, "I'll show you a piece of stick." And then he put some rocks inside of his slingshot. Goliath was taking out his sword from the scabbard. Goliath roared and roared, trying to intimidate David. But David was like, "No." And so he slinged his slingshot very far, and then one of the rocks hit him in the forehead before he could even blink. And then it sunk so deep that Goliath passed out. And before Goliath could even wake up, David cut off his head and showed it to the Philistines. And so the Philistines fled, and people fought in the war was from Israel. Moral of the story of today's story is that God is stronger than anybody else in this world. This is the end of today's story, the story of David and Goliath. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!